Hello, happy Friday. Welcome. All right, let's give everyone a moment to tune in. So happy to be here. How's your week going? All right, so you can post your questions in the chat. And I received a few questions actually from our community. So I'll bring those up as well. How are you today? Take a moment to reflect on your goal, to think about your goal. What have you noticed this week? What evidence can you acknowledge? What have you noticed has shifted? What's happening in your week that you can say is evidence that the universe has your back? Take a moment to notice that. What's happening for you? Here's the thing. I want you to really acknowledge these shifts. It's really important to notice the what's coming into your life. And as you do that and your energy goes and says, that's not a coincidence. That's evidence that I'm moving closer to my goal. The more you do that, the more good comes in. Because where we put our energy and focus, that will grow. So it's a beautiful thing to be in that space where it's growing, where you're noticing. Really great. What I also noticed too is like, as I took a moment take moments in my day to notice the synchronicities and the coincidences, which we all know none of them are coincidences. It's a beautiful thing to put my energy there and recognize and be in the moment, and then like be open to what comes next, to be curious and know that that's me, that's my attraction. So that's my sister texting me who works at a grocery store. I was asking her about her week. All right. So here we are. So this is Coach's Corner, where you have a chance to ask for some help, to maybe you're studying one of our programs, maybe you are in this larger community and you're familiar with the work that I do. So each week I've been helping people with what they're dealing with, what's going on in their life, and then really just bringing in my knowledge and awareness of the laws and giving some recommendations and coaching around what can help. I've also been doing a bit of teaching. So when I say the evidence journal, what I notice with this evidence journal for myself this week is, like I said, where my energy goes, it's going to grow. And it really is an opportunity to reflect, what have you been thinking? And you'll know what you've been thinking based on what's coming into your life. So our results always tell us the truth. And at every moment, you have a choice. Each moment you can choose a new thought, a new feeling, new action. And that's what's really in control. That's our attitude, isn't it? Our thoughts plus feelings plus actions. And each moment we get to be in control of that. The first thing is to notice. So beautiful, people. What's going on out there? Just keep this chat so I can see it. We have a question. I'll go to this while you're perhaps thinking of yours. Maybe. All right. So the question is to explain in chapter 2 of Think and Grow Rich. I'm reading the following. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. That hit me hard, and I started to look at my goal and ask myself, do I really believe I can acquire it? And along with the answer came a very honest no. Why? I asked myself. And the voices came to tell me that I can't. I tried before and didn't succeed, so it won't happen now. I'm too old, it's too late, etc. Came rising up strong. They are still stronger than my belief of what I can achieve. Can you please help so that I can strengthen my ability to believe in my goal? That's a really good question. I think so many people have a similar, can relate to that, about believing, if they're very honest with themselves, if they believe in what they say they want, or if they believe that they can have it. So belief, Napoleon Hill talks about that it can't be wish or hoping, that we must believe. And I know that with knowledge and understanding that only comes through study, mentorship, that my belief and my faith grows stronger and stronger. And as I apply it to my life, and I notice the coincidences and synchronicities and how I manifest, my belief grows, my faith grows. And so over time, I see that I believe. Now, I also know that I can choose my belief. So I believe that I can change a belief really, really easily and quickly, because that's my power. I didn't always believe that, but again, that came from surrounding myself with like-minded people, seeking out this knowledge, studying Bob's programs, and applying it to my life, and then noticing, like actually applying it to my life and noticing the difference in my results. And when I notice that difference in my results, that's the learning. That is how I've learned, and become more aware. And so for the person asking this question, if you're not yet, studying, study. Really important study. Find that mentor that has proven results. It may not be in the area that you're working or that you're in, but someone that you relate to. And listen, it doesn't need to be me, like just choose someone. It needs to be someone that you resonate with, that that you like the way that they explain things, and that person can save you so much time. And it's like once you turn the light bulb on in your awareness, it's on. You'll never not be aware. It's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. Good question. So out there in the community, do you have anything that I can help with live? I love doing it live because it's just so much fun to know that those of you watching, I'm actually helping. All right. So the next question is, I'm struggling with affirmations versus my goal when speaking them to myself each day. Can you give any examples of strong affirmations? Well, when you use auto suggestion and repetition, what you're doing is you're really you're using the power of repetition to reprogram the mind. And the con artist at the paradigm, which is the paradigm, it doesn't want you to change, remember? So like everything is trying to stop you from within from making this change. Now, what I've done is I've just noticed what my mind says to me when I want to procrastinate on my things like my affirmations or mirror work or writing out my goal. I just notice what the feedback is, what's the chatter, and then thinking, does that idea or does that, serve me? Does it move me closer to my goals, or would doing these affirmations help me out? And I know the power of affirmations. I've used them in the past. And the truth is now I'm constantly saying positive things to myself over and over and over. And it's not necessarily at a set time. I'm always doing it. And I find that that works so much better for me because, well, I just notice when I'm not. Sometimes I get into like my habitual way. It could be some negative chatter. So I use affirmations for that reason. So you want to start out and commit today to your affirmations, and then you can get to commit again tomorrow. And each day you get to recommit. And you do your best each day. That's my recommendation with affirmations. And you asked for a strong example. Well, it really depends on the area in which you're focused. I love the affirmations around money. Like, I love money. Money loves me. It comes easily to me in increasing quantities. I use money to help people. That is an affirmation I love. I also love that qualified leads and sales come easily to me. Things with ease. Because for me, I had this belief until yesterday that I had to work hard for my results. So I wanted to change that. Cool. All right, we got a question from Maria. Hi, Maria. Bob says to choose one goal at a time. My question is, how about if I would like to work in 2 projects at the time? Is it okay? Well, you just have to ask yourself, are those 2 projects leading you closer to the goal? And if not, you wouldn't work on one. So I heard Bob say, he's very fast to say yes or no when opportunities are put on his table, because if they are in line with his purpose, his vision, and his goal, he says yes. And if they're not, it's a quick no. Even if like there's an opportunity to make a huge amount of money or whatever, it's like he always puts, projects and where he spends his time against his vision, purpose, and goal. And so I've done the same thing. Now, saying that, remember the definition. Your purpose is your reason for getting out of bed in the morning. It's why you're here. And the vision is the longer vision for your life. It's the vision. It's like where you're going in the long term, the impact you're making I see it as a longer period of time. And then the goal is a bite out of that vision. Okay, so then the projects that you're referring to would be part of that goal. And I see like the vision as the top of Everest and my goal as like the base camp one. And so if I'm working on 2 projects, I see they could be within that goal. Yes. Like I see, for example, I have multiple strategies in my business. and I'm working on one strategy to get it going, and then I'll go into another one and spin that plate and then come back and spin this one. But I've got to get this one going first, and then I'll put my energy over there. I hope that helps. So it depends really on, they've got to be leading you closer to your goal, your vision, and your purpose. And if not, I would say no. And if yes, then get one going and then move to the next and feed them that way. I also believe that I'm highly effective in all areas of my life as well. So because I have that belief, I am. And so the same thing there. Perhaps check if you believe that you can do both. And if you believe that you can do both, you can as well. I would just make sure that they're the best use of your time and energy. Great question. Okay. Anyone else? Has anyone out there noticed the impact of other energies? We've been talking about this in some of the communities that I'm in. So I was just doing some breathing exercises, a combination of a few things I've been taught. Breath work, I was taught at Rhythmia in Costa Rica. You can Google it, and there's some great videos on YouTube about breathing through your nose and the change. Actually, Tony Robbins, this was shared with me by a colleague and friend, Tina. Tony Robbins has a priming exercise, and I've been combining this with another exercise by one of my mentors, Price Pritchard from U Squared. I'll share it with what I've put together as a little ritual for myself in another video. That the breathing, like really fast breathing exercise through your nose and mouth, it's really effective. And then going into gratitude, and not only gratitude for now, but gratitude for what you're manifesting and bringing into your life. It's been feeling really good, and helping me stay into an energy where I can be of service, and one that's like open to possibilities. All right, great. Anyone else? Yeah, meditation, Nori. I know I've been so much meditation. Really loving the messages from Abraham Hicks right now as well. And really being so grateful for this time and how we're connected. We're able to connect like this, you know. Think about who you can send messages of gratitude to today. Send 3 messages a day, and notice how that feels. Notice what you're getting back. It really makes a difference. And notice the ideas that come to mind where you can serve and help, you know. Recognize the messages that you're putting out through Facebook, Instagram. Asking if you're part of the solution. What are my experiences, or what have my experiences and my experiences and my gifts, skills, talents, how have they prepared me to help for right now? What comes to mind for you? Really think about that. It's beautiful. And then connect. And realize that we're all connected. We're all one. And if you haven't seen it, I shared the video of the 2 girls, the volunteers today. I love that video. You want to watch that. Sarah says, when you get to 80% of your goal, what helps keep going to make it 100? Persistence. You want to read the chapter on persistence and be willing, Sarah, to dance until it rains. And I would celebrate that you're 80% of the way to your goal, and use the law of relativity for you. Look how far you have come. And if you focus on how far you've come, you'll keep moving and keep growing. If you focus on that you're not there yet, then guess what? You'll get more yet. You'll get more waiting, not there. So lean in and have so much gratitude, and understand that it's the studying, the investments of both time and money that you've made that have got you there, the investments of yourself, because I'm fully aware, Sarah, that of what you've done, right? And ask yourself, what can you do now that can put you over the edge? Because everything is in awareness. So we can always tell where the awareness is by the results. Always, always. So listen to yourself, trust yourself, acknowledge how far you've come, and be persistent. Be willing to dance until it rains. It's right there for you as well. And I think that I would think this way too, Sarah. It's like the next call, the next, bit of studying, you might notice something in it. Or being on things like this, I acknowledge you. Like, what are you hearing for yourself that you can apply? Then do it, even though it might be scary, or your mind will give you all these excuses. Jump, and you'll be richly rewarded. I want to say congratulations, Sarah. That's incredible. That is so incredible. I'm so proud of you. Sarah's been studying with me for a while. A couple programs now. We met at an event where she had the courage to ask an incredible question. And I can just see so much growth in you, Sarah. So it's really, really cool. Great. Okay, to see if there's any more questions. Okay, I don't see anything on Facebook. You're welcome. You're welcome to post some more if you have anything. So today, as it's Friday, the end of another week, stay in gratitude this weekend, asking yourself what impact you can make, asking yourself how you can grow and get outside your comfort zone, asking yourself, who can I be? Who do I need to be to make the impact that I want to make? And I'd love for each of you, in that beingness of making an impact, send messages, post a video, maybe call some friends, and be that impact, however small or big. Remember, it's about the number of lives that we touch through in the area of our purpose, through our purpose. Don't underestimate one text or one, message. Karen, the mirror work, I do it every single day. And I read my goal, my self-image, and my affirmations. And I don't read it though, I say it. And I look into one eye and then the other. Mirror work is very important to me. So important that I have my mirror right at my desk with my message a message that I read word for word from my mentor, Bob Proctor. And that was given to him from Earl Nightingale, from him, from Napoleon Hill. And it's part of the lineage of learning. And I can read it. It's Bob Proctor. I'm not only going to equal your achievements in life, but I'm going to challenge you at the post and pass you at the grandstand. And that is something that Andrew Carnegie gave Napoleon Hill to say in the mirror, was part of his training. And it's gone on through the lineage of the mentorship. And it's something that I read with my goal affirmations and self-image each and every day with so much like with energy. And so it's posted to my mirror there. Really great. Okay, well, beautiful people, thank you so much for being here. And I'd love to hear, when you take on the challenge of the impact and understanding your beautiful, like the difference that you make as a light being in this world. And whether you believe that yourself to be that or not, I know you are, because you're here. So do something today and this weekend that can make a difference. Start with one person and allow it to have a ripple effect. And I'd love to hear from you in this community and tell us all about it. All right. Expect abundance. Thank you so much for being here for Coach's Corner today. Sending love.